Hello guys, today we're going to talk about MS Word options. So, well, most people consider options or options as one of the secret things. Well, it's basically not because people don't see it. Well, just go to File, click on File, go to Options, and you have multiple tabs like General, Display, Proofing, Save, Language, Advanced, Customized Ribbon, Quick Access Toolbar, Add-ins, and Trust Center. We are not going to talk about these two. They're not really important. You can find them in Insert and Design, but well, I'm just going to talk about today. I'm going to talk about General, Display, and Proofing. I'm going to go quick. So in general, we have user interface, proofing, personalizing your copy, startup options. So in general, we have show mini toolbar on selection. Okay, so a show mini toolbar is right here. So what it does is you can add extra stuff up there, of course, by using quick access toolbar, but I'm going to teach you about later. But here we have normally redo, undo, and save file. You could also enable your live preview, which kind of affects your which kind of affects your document if you unblock it. I seriously don't know what it is, but I mean, I don't know a lot about, but I do know what like a basic thing is. It just kind of gives you a preview of how your MS Word is. And you also update document content while dragging. Okay, so this is important. Do not unselect it or do not do anything to it. It's important. I'll tell you why. So for example, I have created a document and I have written some stuff. Well, of course, after few movements, I just want to I saved it, but I added more stuff because it includes more stuff, of course, and then, well, I forgot to save it. All right, and then I click the red button and the save. Like when you normally click save, I'll show you. Let's say hi, and when you normally click that close button, you get this: save, don't save, cancel. But for example, let's just say sometimes they are faults. You don't get it. What happens is you just lost whatever you wrote. So this option right here will help you update your document while you move your cursor, or while you move the document somehow. So do not unselect it. And the next thing is, whenever they give these info up here, like those kind of modes or those kind of things, it means they're particularly important, and that is the only reason they will include it. Like for example, these two, they do not. I mean, it doesn't mean they're not important. It just means that you can do whatever you want. Just your document will not be affected that much. You also personalize your copy of Microsoft Office. So you could put your username is like however you want. My name is that, and I put it that way. And you could also have your initials. And okay, this is important. Just select this. The only reason, because for example, when you open your document, and maybe let's say you had a different guy doing stuff on your document, and surprisingly at the end, instead of yours signing into the office, he will sign in, but then you don't remember your signing up to the office. So doing this will help you not go unsigned. from the office, like log out, sign out, same thing. You have office background. You could choose a lot from. You got geometry, spring, stars. I just go with calligraphy or no background. Simple as it. You also have official theme like white. Normally this all is white. You also have light gray and dark gray. And you have startup options. And so, well, this is important because let's just say, okay, let's just say you unselect this and you download a file from your computer and a friend of yours send it to you. You don't know if it has virus or anything, and you don't have antivirus thing. When it comes to your computer and when you click on that document, it will directly go into editing mode rather than showing your reading mode. So you have more chances to get infected with virus by doing editing mode than doing reading view. So just remember keeping however it is. Just remember you have an arrow mark next to it. It's important. It's extremely important. Next one is display. So in display we have page display options and formatting marks on screen and printing options. Page display is right here, options. We have show white space between pages. So for example, you have the header and footer. Of course, header is on the top, so this is header, and the footer is on the bottom. This is footer. I will show you. Oops. Okay, I messed it up. Let me just do it again. Okay, that's header, that's footer. So those two are kind of your, you could add, let's just say you could, sorry, go back. Header, you could write your title of the page. And footer, you can do your numbers, page numbers. Okay, so you want all this to be white blank space, so you know that you can write. You can write in between the header and footer. So unboxing that button, unboxing this button will give you troubles. Let's just say show highlighter marks. So again, this is important too. How, remember whenever you spell something wrong and you have movements where the red line comes under the something wrong word. Okay, that's something wrong. By unselecting this button, that something wrong will never show up. You will never know that something wrong is wrong. So let's just say you keep it, you just select it, unless you are like a Shakespeare pro, it's up to you. But for me, I'm not Shakespeare pro, so I'm just gonna keep it that way. You also have show document tooltips on Howard. Well, I don't know what that is. Like, if you guys know, just put it on the comment box and I'll appreciate the effort. But again, I will go and search in the internet, and I'll let you know in the next lesson. We all okay. The next thing is allow show these formatting marks on the screen. It's up to you guys. This is a paragraph symbol. I think most people know about this. This is spaces. So it's up to you. These are useful, useless, however you want to put it. Wait, but at some points these will be useful. At some points these will be the most irritating things in your life. Printing options. So you could print your drawing created in the Word. Like for example, there are floating text boxes everywhere. For example, you drew a comic thing, and you have the text boxes necessary to that thing. So with unselecting this button will never ever show those text boxes in the print logo, like when you're printing, and it will never print those show box things. So remember to select this, and same thing applies to this all. Print background colors, it's up to you. If you have any background colors, it will print it for you using a color. But normally Word is totally black and white, so unless you want to waste more money on your color printers, sure. Okay, the next one is proofing. Last but not least in today's lesson. So proofing, we have autocorrection, correct spelling in MS Word Office, and correct spelling and grammar in Word. So you could do your autocorrect options by pressing this button right here, autocorrect options. It will give you some options like correct accidental usage of cap lock key. It will just do it for you. Or capitalize first letter of table. And here you also have most common things that always happen to me, and it will auto correct it, like improvement. Well, it is not that I don't know how to spell improvement. It is just that sometimes you make mistake because I'm not a Shakespeare pro, so it happens. So for me, I just allow my computer to do this stuff for me. So whenever I do the thing repeatedly, it will just help me auto phrase it. And you could do this: ignore word in uppercase, or ignore words that contain numbers, flag repeated words, just from main dictionary online only. I mean, you could put your custom dictionaries. If you have any dictionary, you can download it and you could do it. You also have French modes and Spanish modes. Next thing is when correcting spelling and grammar in Word. So check spelling as you type. Okay, that is the right thing to do. Well, at least to the computer. And do not unclick this. And mark grammar errors as you type. Yeah, that is true. I mean, you just don't want to check your spellings after you're done. You know, that's like, I mean, that's like a last minute thing. You just want to do it as soon as possible. So all these are important. You could do show readability statistics that will just show you how many errors you're doing per document, or how, like, what you're doing at that point. So I recommend you doing that. And you also have exceptions like hide your spelling mistakes and grammar errors. Well, that's the biggest mistake to do, and don't ever click that box if you're not a Shakespeare pro. And yeah, that's all for today, and thank you for watching this